They make a big stop for no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Hurts. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Jaguars on top. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. On play action, Hurts. He'll go left side here and complete this one. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. And he's in. Johnny Wilson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles will cut it to a 2-point lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He may have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. 2 defenders in the area. Work to your check down. Work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Etienne. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Open man, that's Duvernay. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. A big play for Jacksonville. 45 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Now, off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL.
They'll look to run. It's Etienne. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Again, they give it to Etienne. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
So last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Etienne. Trying to reach for the goal line, but he's going to come up just short. Wow, that's going to set up 4th down. The offense will stay out trying to get this final yard. It is 4th and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Here's 1st and 10. From his end zone, it's Hurts. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. A big play after being backed up. 38 yards.
38 yards on the play. And an Eagle 1st down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. On play action, here's Hurts. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. They're indeed going. It's Hurts. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Let's go now.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Ringo on the coverage.
Here we go. 70 Lion. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often. And it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
They'll come up here first and 10. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. They're second. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. On first and 10, it's Hurts. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Going for it all. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack. Second down big play attempt falls incomplete. Now to make matters worse, you got to operate in third and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Foye Oluokun.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
to the air now on 1st and 10. Open man downfield. That's Ingram. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This from 30 yards out. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Set up.
Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
Tiger swarm, tiger swarm. No touch. No touch.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Field king. Great. No touch.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Doesn't matter the level of football, Mike. If they can't stop it, keep running it until they can. And I think that's what we're seeing here on this drive. Back-to-back explosive gains on the ground. I would imagine at some point the defense gives it a different look.
Once again, it's Barkley. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They put Wilson in motion. And they'll throw here with Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Good awareness there on 3rd down. He's thinking there's nothing there, tuck it, and head for the sticks. He's able to get the 1st down himself, avoid any big contact, and the biggest thing is he keeps the drive alive.
A 1st down throw for Hurts. And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty. Here's Barkley. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Man in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. This one caught at the 4. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Barkley. And he will power his way into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Now, faking the give. This one is caught, and it's the tight end, Strange. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. In motion comes Thomas. The defense all over the little quick pass attempt, and they run him down for no gain on that one.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Go!
He'll look to throw. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And Mike, I think as they try to find themselves clawing back in this game, they're going to have to make a concentrated effort here in the second half to continue to get him involved. Give him opportunities in space with the ball in his hand, and chances are, when he has it, good things happen.
Back to the air one more time. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. He's to midfield. Still on the move. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles are going to open up the lead to 8. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchdown. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Mustang 19. Ready.
Right back to the air following that pick 6. He gets that complete to his tight end Ingram. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 71 yards. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. So they're down 8 here in the final quarter. A touchdown, a must, as they come out for 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
Pivotal moment here for the Jaguars. They're going to go for 2.
18, Pioneer. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Give them the 2, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? This is going to be taken in at the 3. They'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game late, and this is third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Possibly the play of the game right here. It is fourth down. To the air again. Hurts. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
You got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode, had a great blitz plan for this fourth down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs.
They'll try left side with Etienne. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A quick slant into the hands of Thomas.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll try to run this one in.
Ball carrier. Brought down at the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up fourth down and 1.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to take the lead here in the fourth. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Here's a handoff to Barkley running left. They face 2nd down and 7. They put Wilson in motion. A 2nd down throw for Hurts. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They put Wilson in motion. On play action, Hurts. Taking off.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. The ball comes out. The Jaguars have it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete to Etienne. Yeah. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. They'll have the 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Again, working deep downfield. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cougar 19. Hut, hut.
A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And he's going backwards here. They're going to take him down, back at the 5. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll run. It's Etienne. Travis Etienne. He's inside the 40. Inside the 10. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 95 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 2. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
63, 63, 63.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Eagles are able to cut the deficit to 10. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, that recovery certainly makes things a little more interesting, but you're still down 2 possessions, so you've got to work fast, score quickly, and then line back up and recover another one.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Here's 2nd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Got his man at the 6. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Again, Hurts. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. On is Elliott to add the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the 4th quarter. With 1 timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick. Not much of a chance.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run the toss here to Etienne. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired.